I never wanted to be famous. I'm happy here being nameless. I'm in the crowd being
I like coming in angry as fuck anyway, so fucking, I love it.
I can't. I love it, me personally. Like, it's one of my favorite things. But it does. You guys and your failure in tech makes me look like I know what the fuck I'm doing because I just plug in and I get going.
Well, hold on a second. I'm blaming the tech because
Of course you would.
Yeah.
Why would you take the credit for
Look,
for
listen.
consistent failures?
I've had 3 microphones. This is my 3rd microphone, and I'm highly invested in microphones, so they better fucking work.
This microphone's the only thing that's been working since you made this change.
True.
Then it turned into your headphones.
Yeah. Well, Merry Christmas.
You guys want to talk? Oh yeah. This is the Christmas episode.
Merry motherfucking Christmas. Merry motherfucking Christmas.
And a fucked up New Year.
Oh yeah.
There
One
you
of
go.
the best
That's,
Christmas songs ever, dude.
yeah. They don't make them like that anymore.
Shout out Easy, dude. What's up, boy?
I randomly got reminded of this thing that didn't piss me off at first and like slowly fermented in my brain. But when we drive, our airport's like 35 minutes away, but in the winter especially, we're going to drive and park there. It's just way better just to get out of the airport and go right in your vehicle. And when we were leaving, got in the truck, backed out, I see this little pink business card type of dealio on it. So at some point down the road, we're able to take it off. And it's this like, typed out statement of "Dear asshole, just so you know, you park like a piece of shit. And I hope you know you've ruined, blah, just this but it was written in this fine like font and all of that. Meanwhile, airport parking, incredibly tight. My truck fits, like white line to white line. And I was
Backed
over
in.
the line, but that's because the car that I parked next to was over the line, and that was probably going for 100 cars deep, right? So either way, that car left, and then in the meantime, this car pulled up, and it looks like I'm an asshole. Everybody's an asshole in these airport parking lots. It's not like it's made for room. But the thing that makes me mad about it is I'm a good parker. I'm courteous, but what's the point of the fucking card, dude? Like, you're not there. You don't get to see me read it. He's lucky. I'm assuming it's a he that I get to say it now. But where's the payoff of this? Like, this person, I'm the asshole because I'm a little bit on the line, but you went and printed these cards. You had these cards made. You can't wait to put this card on somebody's fucking mirror.
It's like
and
a
I'm
social
the asshole.
media troll. It's like a troll. They
Yeah,
don't even
dude.
care. They're just
It's a
launching
parking
scuds.
airport parking troll, dude. I got real life trolled.
Maybe they filmed it.
That would be illegal. They didn't have my
Film your
consent,
car
dude.
in public? I don't think so.
It was so. I'm talking, dude. Like I say, in the airport parking lot, if I park in between perfectly center, I have maybe an inch from tire to tire before I'm on a white line. And I'm driving a Tacoma. This isn't a big truck. So I was just on the white line a little bit. You know what I mean? But even if you're parked perfectly center, no matter what car you drive, you can't open the door just like that and not hit the car next to you. That's how tight it is in the parking garage.
Yeah.
Anyways, just, fuck that person and fuck me for getting upset by it, because that's what this person wanted. But then I get more upset because I'm like, this person doesn't even see me get to be upset, dude.
They're getting exactly what they want out of you. They're getting a rise, like.
But do they? They didn't. Do they? Where do they get off?
Maybe they're listeners. Maybe they're Talk Hard listeners.
That could have been one of our new subscribers. Son of a bitch.
But the first thing I heard, I don't know if you heard it, Tyler, was Mark said, I pulled out of my spot.
Angular.
Angular. He said I backed out of my spot.
I backed out. Angular parking. You can't back into Angular.
Oh, okay.
And angular parking safer.
Now we can
all
only,
parking lots
now
should be
there's
angular.
But now there's like rules to the backing in. Like, I always back in except for when it's angled at a 20
angled
degree
means
angle,
angled means it's one way. So in order to back that in, you would be doing like a 220 degree reverse.
That's the only
and then
time
I would have
do
to
back in.
Yeah, that would show mad skill. You would have to be going. You could either do it in a very, very fast, go forward and then reverse and then e-brake it and slide in. But the angle parking, as a truck driver, I can see what's coming when I back out of it. If all parking lots were angled, we're safe.
Hey, listen, I'm pretty licked on that whole argument. I'm backed into a corner now, and I'm just throwing, I'm just
people
throwing
into a
punches.
corner.
People were
listen,
pretty sure that you liked the lick after you made that comment.
yeah, no, listen,
Dude.
I was wrong because I've begun thinking about it every single time I park now. I'm like, I should back this fucker in, right, and make everybody wait behind me. I don't even care. Like I got,
They're gonna wait on you one way or another. But I tell you that story of how I almost hit a kid that was in the back of my truck, and I never saw that kid. Now I'm from this didn't have a camera. They didn't have cameras back then, but I
Back
would
in
have
the
killed that
40s.
kid, dude. And so I said, my driver's ed teacher, I drove a truck for my driver's ed class or whatever, not driver's ed, the test, and he told me he's like, you got to back this thing in. We paralleled that day, but he's like, make sure you back in because I had an 8-foot bed with
True.
extended cab. I'm 12 feet away from the back of my truck, man.
So
Put a
I
Suburban
drive
next
a
to me. I don't know
Tacoma-
what the fuck's coming.
I drive a 2006 Tacoma when I need to go get wood. It's my dad's. He lives on the street, so I go hop in it. It doesn't have any technology. Zero
The
technology
Nug
whatsoever.
drives a Tacoma. I like him now.
Yeah, yeah.
I was a
So-
little upset at him about
But I've been backing that thing in just using mirrors, and I'm in my head. I'm like, man, fuck all those guys that got those big ass trucks with cameras. They don't even know what this is like. Those little whippersnappers don't even know. They don't
I
even
bet
know.
you most of them can do it without the camera, but it's
Most?
it's more fun. Most
Most
grocery
I don't
getting
know.
or picking up. Sometimes you gotta pull in.
But I don't
Yeah.
use the camera when I back in, even now with the camera. I use it to see how far I am from where I want to
From
go.
stuff, yeah.
But like I'm losing my mirrors. Maybe that's just habit.
Mirrors.
But
Yeah, I'm a full mirror boy, but I'll tell you this: my body, maybe it's due to cameras, does not do this. Does not do the look over the shoulder anymore.
You don't do the behind the seat thing where you like
I
put
can't
the.
do it.
If I do that
If I'm in a
and
field,
don't put a thought into it, I'm gonna be stuck in that position.
Well, hold on a
I'm
second.
gonna come around. I can't just turn
thought-
around like that, dude.
I can't do it.
Didn't
I
a
can't
couple
do it.
episodes ago you
won't
said
do
you
it.
were like Mr. Flexibility? You're like doing all these
No,
flexible
All lubed
things.
up
and
and shit.
I'm working on my mobility. There should be a thing of nobody's looking that way. I bet you most people can't just turn their head that way anymore because we don't need to. But I'm telling you, like
This is about
my
as far as I can go.
I can move my arm like this. My mobility's here, bro. I stay straight.
It's
I know
it's
John
like
ain't
an old
looking
war,
back.
It's like an
dude.
old war injury or
you
what?
can just
Like-
look, dude. It's just fucking old age. Yeah, man. I mean,
Dude, you got to.
I got a lot of trades years under me, but
But
yeah, I
but,
just can't do it.
but hold on real
True.
quick before we get too far away from that story. You envisioned that as a dude that wrote that letter. I envisioned it as a chick. I don't know what that means about me, but
I don't, and I say this with love.
Mommy issues.
I dudes are the only ones that will like be maniacal where they're gonna. I mean, the effort you have to make that card, and you have to go through that process when you're not angry. I wouldn't put it past a gal to be angry and do something like that, but gals often their anger goes away or subsides a little bit, and they don't sit there plotting and scheming. As a whole. I mean, listen, there's
you don't
exceptions.
run in the same crowds I run in.
There's
Yeah,
exceptions to every rule. I find women to be beautiful creatures that are much more evolved than us men. And
Wow.
I just don't see a woman going back and doing that. I also don't see a woman calling somebody an asshole. I just think other words would be used.
Yeah. So I've had grudges kept for decades. I'm not really sure why you're thinking
Quiet. You
women
didn't
just
know
get
about
over
it.
shit,
Yeah, but you
know?
didn't know about it unless you know what I mean? So like
Correct.
it's under,
yeah, it'll
it's
come up
undercover.
9 years later. Like, remember
Yeah.
that one time you did that?
Totally different,
What?
dude. That's what I mean. It subsides a little bit. It
That one
goes
gets
to another.
close.
It goes to another place, and they move on. They don't come
It
home.
just
and,
goes in a
and start-
lockbox for later. Like, trust
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
Like, it's like ammunition.
But they don't come home and open up Illustrator and start typing up a thing and then going to fucking Kinko's
True.
and printing up a bunch of cards. There's a lot. This is a man's behavior. This is
I
a
don't know,
very,
man.
a very lonely man's behavior.
I'm sticking chick on this one, dude. This is
All right.
I've been
Karen,
involved with some
man.
pretty crazy chicks over the years. I could see some of them doing that. So
I can see a dude doing it as well, but I can see both, man.
I
think-
wouldn't. I would never say stuff like that. Women are just the peach of the earth. That's the
yeah,
saying.
they are.
So you
They
know
are,
what,
they
man?
are.
Like my wife can't stand misogyny on any level, and I'm not pro misogyny, and I'm not very misogynistic. But let me just bring this somewhere. You know that the WNBA.
Yeah.
Have we talked about that before?
The entire WNBA. I don't think so.
the whole
Okay.
thing.
Well, here goes. You got about 3 hours. Can we extend this? No, but listen, hear me out. My wife's like, I'm like, this is unwatchable. And she's like, well, you love basketball. I'm like, I do love basketball. And but you can't watch WNBA? And I'm like, no. I stand by what I say. It's not from me, it's just I think the product on the court is not something I am particularly intrigued by, dude. I don't mean it as a pro women or misogynistic way. I just don't
I
think
say
it's a
the
good
same
product.
thing about college sports. It's like watching not great people when I could watch great people. Now, if you put this in your basketball brain, the NBA of itself is no longer what it once was.
I hate the NBA.
It is a soft league. The WNBA, these women are leaving with bloody noses. I mean, they are all out. Like it is 80s, 90s basketball out there. Now the skill level and there's no one's dunking. We're not doing that. So just forget that. And then just watch it for that. They are playing hard ball. Whoa.
Jeez.
But they are playing hard ball. Like so I like it. Especially like I'm assuming everyone jumped on with the Caitlin Clark
Yeah.
college thing when that started and all that. But then when they had the Chicago, Indiana, Gabrielle Reese or whatever her name is, and they were just going, I mean, they are dropping bows on people, like stuff that LeBron would be flying off the court from and then crying, technical foul and all that kind of stuff. And they are just like retying their pony and just getting back out there. And to me, that's basketball. That's gangster, dude.
Listen, so the WNBA is what it is, and those women would absolutely wipe the floor with 90% of non-pro men's teams. Well, 80% maybe.
Probably
maybe
100%
not
of
college teams,
non-pro,
but they would
yeah.
wipe the floor, right? But the NBA itself, I think that dudes, they may be soft, they may be floppers, they may sit out, but as far as skill, I mean, the skill is way better than it was in the 80s and 90s. Like every single one of those guys can dunk, they can fly, they can freaking dribble. Even they're 7 feet tall. Like it's crazy.
The new era of skill is learning how to get to the basket without being touched and not touching somebody, where like old school was like, I'm like, it's full on. I am going to touch you. I'm going to roll you over. I'm going to knock you down. Like you were meant to be assaulted a little bit on your way to
Could be the rules too.
on your way to the. Well, it is the rules. I mean, it's the whole world. I mean, look at football too. It's getting softer with you can't do this, you can't do that. It's just we're trying to protect everybody. I'm tired of it.
WNBA is like, I don't think people like Caitlin Clark's awesome. Like the new shooters and all that kind of stuff is awesome. But like before, it was like nobody wanted to watch like a breakaway layup or whatever. It was like, oh, there's a breakaway. Like normally NBA or whatever, they're like dunking, throwing down tomahawk slams, and then it's like a breakaway layup.
I got
That's
no
what's
problems
always
when
bothered
John
me. It's just
Stockton
a
was
slower
out there
pace.
doing layups, dude. John Stockton was laying up from 5 feet away, man. No problem.
But John Stockton was also throwing to Karl Malone. He was like dunking.
Oh
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah,
That's
the
what I'm
mailman
saying. You
is
got to you got to
delivering.
take. You can't compare the WNBA to the NBA, but in regard to skill, if you're used to a certain caliber of basketball, it's not comparable.
But
So I get it.
my whole point was the misogyny angle. Like my wife's very sensitive to that, and that was just one example of it. But like, I think I'm allowed to not think that product's very good, and that's just do I have to like it because it was a girl, or because I can't say
No.
that because I'm a boy, or I mean, that's just an
I think
opinion.
it's misogynistic to like it just because they are girls.
Same
Yeah.
here, yeah. I
You're
do.
treating them fairly. You're saying step your game up.
I'm just making a
Or I'm
decision
out.
based on that. Now,
Yeah,
to your
there's a
guys'
little bit
point,
of irony in that.
to your guys' point, I did start appreciating it a little more, like when Caitlin Clark came on the scene, which was only been a couple years now. But like, I watched a few games and I enjoyed it a little bit more. I did.
She's a baller.
To see Sophie Cunningham like clothesline a bitch that fucking poked Caitlin in the eye. I love that, dude. That's awesome.
And dude, and that in the NBA, that person would have been suspended for weeks. You know what I mean? Like that would have been ejection, suspension, all of that. WNBA, it's here's a new scrunchie. Let's get back out there. You're gonna
Fucking
sit.
get back out there, man.
Yeah,
I love it.
maybe you got to sit a play out.
One play. Give me
Yeah.
a TO. Dude, yeah, no, I'm into that. I loved '80s NBA. That was the best. But NBA to me is pretty unwatchable now, man. I mean,
I
I'll
can't
watch
s-
Laker games, but it's horrible, dude.
I don't like it.
But guys like Steph Curry like changed the game. It's like even kids these days, they're just like jacking up threes and
That's
like
it.
just step back threes and like it's crazy.
No defense.
No
Shooting it.
traveling,
Post game.
no defense.
Wait till you get the ball. Like you got a guy that brings the ball up, passes it maybe once, and then just pops a fucking 79-foot 3-pointer.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And then everybody runs away, so they don't get the offensive board, and then you just keep doing that until whoever makes the most baskets, is who wins.
But like John, you coach kids basketball or like youth basketball.
Yeah.
My sons are 7 and 9 and they play basketball. And I'm always like, dude, you're 7 and you're 9. Why are you trying to take threes when you can literally like be 2 feet from the basket? Like practice 2 feet from the basket and make every single one of those shots because you guys like muff them every time. Like, what are you guys doing? You guys would be like all-stars if you just hit the 2-foot
Hit the
layup.
fucking layups, man. You're
Yeah, man.
20% on. I mean,
Yeah.
No, I have that same argument all the time, Tyler. My kids show up to the gym and they're all jacking up fucking Steph Curry, Damian Lillard threes, and I'm like, guys,
Yeah.
I want the ball. You see this little arc right here, the charge arc. I want 90% of our shots right here. I want every shot right there. That's my dream come true. Obviously, that's not sustainable. But fucking, let's practice these shots, guys. Let's make fucking 70% of these 3-footers, or 60, or 50, for that matter. But
Yeah.
you guys are out there jacking up fucking NBA threes. What are we doing here, man?
So
With shitty shooting percentages at that, they're not
Yeah.
you're not even doing it good.
3%.
Yeah.
So John,
Couple
back
kids
to
are at
the
zero.
misogyny point. It's like there's a lot of haters and just women's sports in general, but like none of those haters could like play against those females at all. Like it's like you got these old guys like I don't watch that Caitlin Clark. It's like that's not real. It's like what are you? She's changed the game for sure.
yeah.
Like
It's awesome.
And she's not even the best player in the WNBA, but she is the spokesperson for the NBA. And that's why everybody hates her.
That's why everyone's jealous, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Because
I
she's
don't
white.
I
And,
don't mind
that doesn't go well for a lot of the fans as well.
the I particularly, my personal opinion, I love watching volleyball, dude. Long Beach State has a good volleyball program.
Let me hold on. Are you breaking a hot take or not, or you're breaking hot news? You as a man like to watch female volleyball?
Yeah, hard
I
to
don't think
believe,
there's
huh?
another man in this world that could ever understand why.
Is it the bloomers that you're talking about?
yeah,
No,
I
but,
was gonna say.
Every man in the world, man, loves watching female volleyball too.
but I mean, volleyball as a sport is pretty. I'm not that much. Of
Oh,
a, what's the
I didn't
word?
even know they kept score. Sorry, that's my bad.
No, but it's fun, man. I love it. I tried to lure my family over there all the time. And
So I got a buddy who's like not to change the segue or make a segue, but I have a buddy who's a complete degenerate gambler, right?
Hell yeah.
Like
Dave-
I would
Dave
I would
Miller, I'm
say like,
assuming?
dude, you need to chill out a little bit. This guy will speak yeah, Dave Miller. Yeah. This guy will bet on like Romanian women's volleyball at like 4 a.m. just because he needs to like,
Yeah.
put some cash out there or whatever. Like
There is
Just
nothing
total
more
degenerate
fun than
sports gambler.
having a degenerate gambling friend. Don't be.
what's that?
There's nothing more fun than having a degenerate gambling friend, because you get to
push 'em
watch
to do
them
it.
just do shit that like, and then there's always something to do because there's always a game to watch.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden you care about that Romanian.
Yeah.
like,
But no, he's like doing it to like catch up. He's like, I think I got a lead on this, man. I'm trying to make some money back. It's like chasing the dragon's not going to work, bud.
God,
and you get to watch it. That's awesome.
Yeah. The crash out is the worst,
Oh yeah,
so,
especially when they lose their family and children and house,
yeah.
cars.
It's rough.
I heard Dave was betting on his girls' soccer league.
Yeah. I heard he was too. I think he
Miller?
got kicked out almost.
Yeah, I heard he got kicked out for running like a betting. He was running
'Cause he-
numbers.
Because he was
Hey,
coaching.
Speaking of Miller, though, that guy has a remote control wagon to take his crap to kids' soccer games.
Oh, I
Like,
already knew that. Without
Is it
even-
Milwaukee?
What even is that? Use your arms.
He has a Milwaukee wagon, dude.
Yeah.
What?
No,
a-
it's not Milwaukee. It's like some, you
And
know,
he can
off-brand whatever.
he
but-
snaps his kids in, you know, to the,
Yeah, I don't know.
they have the 3D printed shoes where they can snap in and he can lock them in tight.
He has the remote control golf cart thing too. When he's out there, I'm sure
Yeah.
that's a
What,
real
like the
Dave
cooler?
move.
Yeah. I mean, this is queuing up my hot take if we want to go there at this point.
Hold on.
Are we ready to
Light it up, feel the flame, Tyler's breaking it down. No two things the same. Talk hard, get loud, no fake, no flake. Welcome to Tyler's, that's hot take.
I
Wow,
like that guy's accent. It's kind of a
that was awesome, man.
So here we go. So recently I've been really flustered by,
Your tech.
and I'm just going to say automation in general, because everything is so fucking automated now that it's actually doing the reverse. So for example, when I go to a store and there's like self-checkout, right? Self-checkout supposed to solve everybody's problems. You don't barely wait in line. Completely the opposite, right? You go to self-checkout, unless you have one item or something, you're always hitting the emergency whatever, and the guy's got to come over and swipe the card or put the code in. There's always people with problems and this and that. And it's like, so my actual point is that I actually appreciate the human connection, not because I'm just a curmudgeon and like, I'm not going to do self-checkout. It's like, I actually like the check stand. Like, I actually like the human interaction of like, hey, how's it going? Oh, you know, did you find everything? Blah, blah, blah. Like, people talk to each other. You talk to each other in line, blah, blah, blah. It may take a couple of minutes longer, but frankly, I don't think self-checkout or automation in general, like everything's got to be automated. It's making it worse. It's making it, I don't need an automated app for everything, you know?
When you like a crowded Costco, so this is it's on the same page
is.
is that, you know, it's in the
No,
same
I
vein.
just think humanity in general,
you like
you know,
people.
and no, we just need to like connect. Like, you need to be able to talk to someone. Like, young folks like need to be able to talk to
Yeah.
a checker and be like, hey, this is what I need or something, you know? And plus it's
So
jobs,
what are you
right?
proposing? You're proposing no more self-checkout.
I mean, it's an option, but at some places,
I like how
I'll
you
go
took,
to, listen,
you
I'll
took
go
time
to
to
Target.
think about that, like it could happen if you were to say it.
I'll sign that
Like you
petition.
didn't want to jump in and just say like yes because you didn't
well,
want
hear
to
me
make it
out, though.
happen.
Hear me out though. I said it's in some circumstances, right? If I'm buying a pack of gum, like, yeah, that's easy. But if I have a whole cart full of shit, it doesn't make it easier. But like
Totally.
sometimes I'll go to Target or whatever, and the Target by me, sometimes there's no actual choice to go to a human being. It's all self-checkout.
That's how
All
my
yeah.
Target
self-checkout.
is, dude. It fucking sucks, man.
Yeah, and
They
you're
have
like,
they
this
have
is not
one,
making things faster.
one regular. My
One
biggest
regular.
beef with the self checkout. I'm pro self checkout. I'm pro as little communication with people that I have to have the best, the better. But it's especially up at Jewel, the grocery store out here. It's these older women are full carting and going to self checkout and aren't good at it. I'll full
Yeah.
cart at self checkout. I'm good, dude. I fly through. I can look things up. I don't need help. I'm faster than I am to wait in that line. These women need to be going in the regular line. They don't belong here, and I'm just waiting for them to finish up looking for an avocado because they don't know how to find it in the freaking computer because they're typing V or something, you know. And they're like, and then they got to call. I mean, there's a guy coming over to help them. The automation's working fine. They're not working fine. So I don't like
Okay.
that. I'm pro automation, and you can steal way easier that way.
So let me be on the other side of it.
That's
So
why I
if I'm a checker, right, and I'm relying on this little screen, it tells me everything that I need to do. If that screen goes out, those people are like, they don't know what to do at all, like nothing. And so like the automation has just caused people to have zero critical thinking skills. Like I can't ring it up myself. I can't punch it in, you know, the numbers and blah blah blah.
Well,
And
they
even
can't do math.
The programs. What's that?
They can't do math. They can't do change.
Yeah, maybe. This is the most boomer take I've ever had, by the way. The self-checkout is like a boomer tasty treat for them. They love to.
The boomers do.
Yeah, they love it. They hate
don't
it's
like
like,
it.
oh, this phone doesn't work. This phone doesn't work. It's like, well, you got to turn it on, you know?
Why don't you do
I
a thing
feel like I know two of these people that I deal with every day, every time we're about to record.
Listen, that's a real
Dude, I'm
issue.
techie, man. I'm super, super techie. I'm telling you, man. No, but how about like Tyler, kind of like my barber shop thing? Why don't you have to? You have to, if you want to use self checkout, you have to pass a course, and then you go and you flash your card, and I'm like, sir, and you're allowed in the self checkout. Not everyone can take that course. Okay, you use it the old fashioned way, the regular checker.
Like
I
a
come in,
driver's
I'm a
license.
guy like Mark's like, fucking, I know where avocados are in the
Yeah.
computer. We write,
A.
dude.
Under A.
It's under avocado, dude. That's how.
Well, I think beyond self checkout, like there's an app for that type thing. It's like we've just automated so much that it's almost doing the reverse, right? You're learning a new thing all the time, you
I
know?
do
Yeah.
hate that. Yeah.
I mean, I don't even like if I got to go to Depot and I know beforehand, I buy everything online and have it waiting for me.
Well,
and
that's
then
handy.
they bring it out to me. That's automated.
I'm kind of a cross between you and Tyler. Like I would rather not have human interaction, but I can bear it. I don't mind it if I'm I don't go to the cashier to fucking bullshit about
Yeah.
anything. And the person behind me don't look at me or touch me or talk to me. But if you do say something, I'm not going to be rude. I mean, we can carry on a little conversation, but do you write checks still, Tyler, when you're at the cashier?
He 100% has a coin purse with a checkbook
Listen.
attached to it.
Listen. So, okay. So you guys
do
know
you take
that
this
I
coupon still?
yeah, I worked in technology. Trust me. Like I saw stuff that was like the customers would be like, why do I need that? I don't need that. Like my computer already does that. Why do I need a different way to do the same thing? That's kind of what I'm saying is like, it's just redundant. Like, why are we just make it easier. Go to the checkout stand that's open, click it, boom, boom, put your card in and be done.
I'm not going to argue it. I think that's your first hot take, and I can't fully say.
I
you're
think
wrong
really
on it.
you guys just don't like people. That's my second hot take. You guys just need to,
True.
you know,
Yeah.
you
I
guys
don't
need to
really
appreciate humans a little
particularly
bit more.
care for people.
Yeah, on an average. I mean, I don't want to deal with them. I'm just trying. When I'm out and about, I'm not out.
Sure.
You know, and about. I'm not like, what's up, Johnny, and what's up, Sue? How you doing? I'm not. It's not an
Yeah.
activity for me. You know, it's not an event. I'm like, yo, I came here to get a sandwich, you know, a handle of vodka and you know, this Kit
Yeah.
Kat bar that
Well,
I'm getting now because I'm waiting too long for fucking Marge to get done with her fucking full cart of things. But
expected
she's
that
also
from
bagging
you.
herself.
Yeah, I expected that from you, John. I feel like you're kind of a people person. I don't know. I mean,
I think so. I put Mark at like a 10 or a 5.
yeah,
I'm probably hovering around 60. You know, but I have my moments. I'm not
10
when I
or a
go-
5.
When I go get my handle of vodka and my Kit Kat bar, like I don't want to talk to anybody.
Gotcha.
But I am guilty of like if I do make eye contact on accident, like I usually say something, dude. So I guess I'm busted there. I do, but I try to just fucking keep my head down and. I actually do say hi to everybody. I'm thinking about it. My wife's like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck are you doing, man?"
well, there's
I
a
do
difference between
the white person, you know, smile. You have to subscribe to YouTube to see it, but every time I do it, I get pissed at myself. I'm like, why can't I just do like the full smile on that one? Why do I have to
Show it to
who's
it. Show it.
You know, everyone does it like a.
yeah.
You know,
how's it
like-
going? How's it going?
Hey,
Well, there's a
I don't
difference
even
between
say that.
minding
I just do the.
There's a difference between minding your own business, like you just head down, you're like, I just want to get the hell out of here, and then just like not like avoiding humans,
Yeah,
right?
I think
know?
for me,
I say hi to everyone. I don't know what I was talking about, dude.
That's
I
what I say. That's what I
despise-
picture. That's what I picture.
I despise small talk. So I to a fucking level that is of anger almost, and that's all that shit is. Like, how you
Yeah.
doing? Oh yeah, it's cold out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking hear. I don't want to fucking do it. Like, I want to ask you, you know, did your herpes clear up? You know, like, and let's talk about that as opposed to like,
Right.
how's your day going? Because I'm gonna say
Yeah.
fine. You know, so my answer is to be like, oh, not good at all. You know, I'm actually having a bad one, and then that person doesn't know what the fuck to do with that information.
Yeah.
So they go, oh, that's great. You know, and then that ends as fucking small talk. You know, so I think that's why I don't like the jumping around communicating
yeah.
with people. I'm fine in a
Well, the
gathering
worst-
of sorts.
The worst is I was at a Christmas party last week at a friend's Christmas
This
party. It was a
morning?
pretty large Christmas party, and I got stuck talking to some guy, and you're like cornered, and you don't want to be rude. You don't want to be like, hey man, I don't want to talk to you anymore. But then you start talking about like their personal life, their kids, and like, oh, what do you do for a living? And it's like I literally walked away from that guy and I walked to the person that I was with and I said, I will never see that guy ever again in my entire life. And I can never have that 5 minutes back. Like I didn't gain any value out of it. It was just kind of like, it was just awkward and it made me feel bad. I don't know. It's really weird.
And at our ages, you can get like a vibe within 30 seconds of like, is this person somebody I can add to my roster? In any capacity, like even like the 11th man, can this person make it?
Sure.
So right away, and now you're just having their conversation with them. You're not offering any information about you. You're just being like, that's cool. All right, man. Well, I'll see you. Later on in the party, Sari, bye. And then you just leave.
I kind of had that epiphany though once. It's like because I used to be a uncomfortable silence filler, especially when I was younger, and then I realized I am that guy Tyler's talking about, dude, and they're trying every opportunity to get the fuck away from me.
No,
So
You're that guy.
So now, as the people pleaser I am, I figured I'm gonna please them by bowing out of this conversation at a very quick, and usually it's like, okay, man, like they're very happy to see me fucking go, and it's like a mutual thing. I realized somewhere.
Yeah.
down
Oh,
the
I
line.
gotta bear.
So anyway,
witness to
see you
this.
guys.
So the worst is
Don't go.
and
Don't go.
so I'm on record here as saying I like to talk to other people, have a conversation. Other than that situation, the other situation is getting on a plane. Like, don't talk to, if I don't know you, I do not want to talk to you for 2 hours. Just like, I have my headphones in. I do not want to talk to you. I don't care
Never
about you.
started. Yeah.
Let's get there safe. I don't care. Stop. Don't talk to me.
You're saying the person you're sitting next to.
Correct. Yeah. Like
Yeah,
I don't, unless I don't know, maybe we get lucky and you want to, give me a multi-million-dollar
Rubbing
job or
halfway
something
to
other than
fucking-
that.
Yeah, it's always worth. Again, you get the feel right away. So I don't know where you're sitting, but if you're in row 34, don't bother having the conversation. If you're in 1 through 10, maybe it could be worth having the conversation to at least feel out who you got next to you, because you never know. And then after that, move on.
They're definitely type A if they're 1 through 10. They definitely are not slackers if they're in the front of the plane. So
Yeah, this is why you want to have that conversation. Maybe they can get you that deal you've been looking for.
They're also probably
Yeah.
pro flyers, though. They probably also don't want to fucking talk.
right.
So that's good.
Unless it's a caveat, I keep hedging, but if it's like an old lady who can't like put her bag up or something, okay, like we'll have a conversation. I'll help you put your bag
Nope,
up.
figure it out and sit down. Damn it.
I just sit there and
Fair.
watch. I'm like,
Yeah.
and then she'll look at me and I'm like, why'd you bring the bag? If you knew it, you knew you were gonna have to put it up there. You should have figured this
See,
out.
I
Blanche.
wait till she sits down, then I ask if she can hand me something out of my bag.
Hey, while you're up there, can you just go ahead and grab my bag real fast? Thanks, I gotta get something.
But I'm
out.
already sitting, young man. I didn't ask that now, did I? Fucking-
God, let's hope my grandma never. I don't have any grandmas still alive, but let's hope they
I don't
don't
either.
share a flight
I
with
wouldn't
you
be
guys.
talking like that if I did. I love my grandma.
I help all the old ladies.
Fair.
Man, did I ever tell you the story when I was
Hold
late
on, we
for-
got to end Tyler's.
Oh,
hot
sorry,
take.
Tyler. God, I didn't realize we were doing
End
that.
it.
That's hot.
That's good.
Oh man, that reminded me of a story. One time I was in Vegas and I was on a bender and we were drinking in the airport and all day. This is like a 5 o'clock flight on a Sunday, and we're all
As you do.
hammered, as you do. And we go to the hotel bar, and our flight's like, I mean, you guys probably both been to Vegas airport, maybe.
Yeah.
It's just our terminal's like 800 miles away, dude. And we're drinking and we go all the way down to the gate. I got like 3 buttons of a button up down of my shirt. I'm wearing a lobster hat from that lobster festival that I went
Here we
to.
go, dude.
Yeah. And
Definitely
I
a
get
guy that doesn't want to talk to people.
and I get all the way down to the gate and they go and I look down and my bag I don't have my bag. That bag is in that bar that's fucking 800 miles away in the
Oh,
thing,
no.
and we're boarding that fucking plane. And I go, oh man, I gotta go get my bag, dude. because I had my work keys in my bag, my keys, and I had a work vehicle
Well,
at the time.
among other things, I'd imagine it's your
I
bag.
can, but I could give up on my clothes and shit.
And in
I
an
don't
airport, I
care.
mean, you could have a bomb squad around it at this point on its
Probably
unattended
did.
bag. Yeah.
So I ran back about 100 miles. And there it is, dude. It's in the fucking place where we were at, and I go, holy shit! Now they're paging me, passenger John Wicks, man, hurry the fuck up! You know, we are out of here. I mean, it's go time. I heard about 3 or 4 of those. I'm running back. I'm running through the thing that like you walk fast on. You know, I mean, I am
Yeah,
going
yeah.
like Usain Bolt to this fucking terminal. I get down there. They are like closing the door, and I was like, no. They finally let me. I got in, and I round the corner, and I got my lobster. There, everyone's waiting. Who's this fucking idiot? You know that we're all waiting on.
Here's Johnny.
And here's Johnny, dude, and I have my fucking lobster hat on. My shirt, like I said, is down about to my navel, dude, and I'm fucking sweating and stinky. And the whole fucking plane, I don't know why. I don't know if they planned it or not, but they all started singing, "Move, bitch, get out the way." And I
Oh wow.
no fucking earthly idea where that came from. But my whole point is the plane's full. I walk down the aisle and I'm just that's reminded me of it. And there's one guy and he's not making any eye contact and he's got 2 seats next to him and he's like he's probably thinking,
Yeah.
motherfucker, you know. And I was like Forrest Gump's Ginny. I was like, excuse me, is anyone sitting here? You know, and he wanted nothing to do. And I hit him, like, and I hit him, but I was like, hey man, I mean, where the fuck do you want me to sit? You know? So I felt I had PTSD on that guy's behalf, Tyler, 'cause fuck. And it was
That's
me.
funny.
And then I got up and I had to take a shit in about fucking 7 minutes of
Jesus,
the
dude.
Dude, Vegas is I
What a nightmare.
trust me, I've been the last guy on the plane coming from Vegas, but like this was Vegas 15 years ago. I didn't have that experience obviously recently, but like, man, Vegas airport is
a
a
nightmare,
monster. Like you come in hot. I remember coming in hot to the airport at like 6 a.m. I don't know why I got an early flight with a beer, crush the beer out of the taxi, put it in the trash, and go in the security line. That's you complete degenerate. And then you get on the other side and you're like, I got to keep this going or else it's going to be a bad day.
Well, you guys just have like a puddle jump of a flight.
It's a
for that
45-minute flight. Yeah.
one. Yeah, that's nothing, dude. I got a 3 hour, 3+. So
Yeah.
I got to keep it going the whole entire flight.
Yeah.
Well, you went to Vegas.
There's
You
no
went to
other
Vegas
option.
this summer or this. Yeah, it was summer, right?
Yeah,
went to-
I found Vegas to be lame, dude. Like its vibe
Yeah, it was rough.
was low. And even like my hotel, I mean, I don't know, like I didn't go to the strip or anything like that, but like everything was closed at like 10 or 11. So like even when after we had the Harvey party, I was like, oh, I'm just fucking, I'm leaving the next day early. I'm like, I'm just gonna go get shit faced at the hotel. I like that bar, like and grab some
Yeah.
food and blah blah blah. Closed when I got there, and I'm like, yo, like what's open? Like I'm like, fuck it, I'll just go out. So I asked the bartender was like closing. So I asked him, like, I'm like, where can I go? And he's like, nowhere really, unless you want to go hit the strip. And I'm like, I'm just looking to like go someplace where I can have a couple drinks, get some to-go food. And he's like, yeah, you just got to do like Grubhub or something. They'll bring it to your
That's
room.
crazy. In
And he's just
Vegas.
like, most places never. They're all still operating on their COVID hours. Like they never
Really?
reverted back to it. Yeah. So
Dude.
nothing's 24 really. Like I know the strip probably is, but
Yeah.
like off the strip, everything's closed at 11.
Dude, Vegas early 2000s was like iconic. Vegas will never be the same, obviously, because of a lot of different reasons, but early 2000s was probably peak Vegas.
That was like my heyday. of
Well,
it.
I
Yeah.
would assume the Sinatra era was probably
Nope.
like
no.
that was the
wasn't really.
best. No,
It
you guys
was
didn't
better
like
than
that time.
No, I didn't like
Yeah.
it. I was a little young.
I would like
Yeah.
to seen it during that time when you could
John
get
John was
whacked.
21 when he was going to see Sammy Davis shows at the Sahara,
Oh yeah, that was lit, dude. That was lit. But the early 2000s was better. That's for sure.
I could see that for you.
The thing I hate about Vegas the most is one time we pulled out of the plane. I used to fly there all the time for work, so I've flown in there. I mean, dozens and dozens of times. But I think most airports are probably like this. But you count as being on time if you push back from the gate, right? Even
Yeah.
if there's nowhere to go. sometimes they'll just push back and wait.
You're loaded. You're ready to rock. You're on time.
Right. And but so we pulled back and we're sitting there. He's like, good news, bad news, but we are officially off the gate, but we are number 26 in line to fucking. And I'm like, I have like a little bit of claustrophobia, dude. Not a little bit. I have a lot of claustrophobia. And it's just that my fear of flying is, I don't have a fear of flying. I don't think I'm going to crash. My mindset is if we do, I'm not going to know about it anyways. So it's no big deal. But like, I don't like being in this little fuselage and just knowing I can't really fucking go anywhere, dude. So when my anxiety starts, it's when we're taxiing and they're like, oh, we got somebody at our gate and we're going to be about 10, 15 minutes. Like I go, fuck, like,
Yeah.
as
get
long
me
as we're
off this
moving
plane.
towards our goal, that's fine. But like, if we're not and we're just sitting there, I'm like, fuck, man.
I don't think
Yeah.
you're alone with that one, man.
Everybody wants off that thing.
So if
I
they
have-
get if they're like I see in like Chicago, Mark, or somewhere in the Midwest, New York, they do it too, and they're like they were on the fucking tarmac for 26 hours and they couldn't. I mean, that is my version of fucking hell, dude.
Is that real? That can't be real.
Well, I don't know, but you hear about
Yeah.
like we were stuck for 11 hours or whatever.
I think
on
because
a-
at some point, whenever the cruise shift is up, they gotta pull it in, which could be 8 hours, or like because if that was their first trip, but they gotta pull it in. I've had 2 hours, and going from Portland to San Francisco, and coming from a 4-hour delay in the airport, and then get on the plane and sat for 2 hours. But that was because they had ice, and they don't
That's
get ice
crazy,
in
dude.
Portland. They only have one de-icer.
ICE was there trying to get like people coming off the plane or what?
Well, they are now. The real ice.
Ooh.
Oh, H2O ICE. Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
God, that is fucking highly inappropriate.
So, Mark, I've flown into Midway a bunch, right? I've been to O'Hare a handful of times, but I made the mistake one time of flying into Midway. It was probably the last flight of the night, and I needed to get into the city. I made the mistake of taking the public train into the city at like 10 o'clock at night from
What-
Midway,
what,
which is not the best neighborhood.
I mean, I don't fuck with Midway. What line was that? The green?
No
even
idea.
know.
This was a while ago,
yeah,
but I immediately felt like this is a mistake.
You're on the south side of Chicago. That's like
Right. But I had all
you're-
my shit and like just, goofy
Yeah, yeah.
20-year-old white kid, just like way out of place. It wasn't, wasn't a good.
your first mistake is always Midway, but you must be flying like Southwest or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I was
Spirit
poor.
Air,
So.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, you want to go to O'Hare. Then you could take the blue in, which is much better, even later at night. None of it's great, but you're fine, dude. You're fine. ICE was here. They
mean, it's
cleaned it
fine.
up. We're a lot safer because of
Jeez.
them. It's no longer a war zone.
Yeah. They got all those old ladies selling roses on the side of the
Yeah.
street and stuff. They cleared that up.
Dude,
Yeah.
they're
Dangerous.
currently
Danger zone.
in Elgin, Illinois, which is, I don't know, I'm not good at distance. It's fucking an hour and a half outside of Chicago. It's in like near cornfields of Chicago. It's very, very far west. That's where they're at right now. So I'm hoping they're almost done with whatever the fuck they think they're doing.
They're moving on from Illinois.
Jesus Christ. I mean,
I'd
they
say
might as
Illinois-
well be.
Noise.
You can. Yeah, sure. You can throw an S out there. We say Illinois, as most people do.
Well, I mean, is this John? You're kind of a linguist. You're the resident linguist on our.
I am very linguistical. Yes, I am. Have I told you about any of
Saddle
the
up ears
mergers?
and pull up a chair. John's bringing words with a country flair. It's John's Jargon Jamboree. On the Talk Hard Pod, you'll hear him speaking free.
Wow, thank you, Mark.
I
That's
love it.
awesome, man.
So tell us how to say Illinois.
I say jamboree, but okay. No, I don't put an S on the end of. I mean, that's psychotic, dude. But I hear people do that.
Yeah.
I had a chief from Washington that said Washington, and I don't know where that R comes from, man.
Warsh,
I mean,
like my grandma said Warsh.
yeah.
Warsh.
It's I think that's
Warsh
East
things.
Coast dialect.
Maybe he was influenced somehow. Like I know he was from Iowa, but
It's goddamn internet, man.
the one that comes to my mind today is, and I know I say this fucked up. Maybe I've said this before.
Just go ahead.
I think I I think I've said it though, but is like another name for concrete or asphalt. Cement.
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 You say cement?
You say cement, Tyler?
No, I say cement.
Oh, you just said it how I say it, dude. Cement.
Well, I was just project because you left me you left me on red. I was like,
I
what,
left you
what's
on
happening?
red, dude. No, I say cement, man, and I know that's fucked up, and now
That is your hillbilly, whatever south, whatever that fucking chart that you showed said
I
you
can't
were.
remember where I'm from,
that
but
Pin.
that is your thing.
and then I hear my wife. I mean, that when she hears me say Jeremy or cement, I mean, she is just like divorce papers. She's got like divorce papers. How that guy had that note or that shit just printed out.
But a man made those for her.
You can act like a man.
But she does not appreciate that one bit. And then I run into my dad, and because I don't know, man, I don't like. What do you say that's fucked up? You don't even know. It's just how you say shit, you know. But and then I hear my dad, and he's like, "It's out there on the cement, man. If you go over to," and I was like, fuck. Now I hear it. You know, that
Yeah.
sounds ridiculous. But I haven't changed. I mean, but
Nobody's asking you to, man. We love you just the way that you are. I got to
got
tell you what, I had
cement
that
for
jingle
brains, man.
made up, and I just thought it'd be a waste of fucking time. And sure enough, you went
Hey,
ahead
so-
and gave us a little jargon jamboree without
I love that.
without even any prodding, dude.
Thank you.
So I don't want to steal your thunder, but there's also a condition where people hear sounds like chewing and coughing and like so like
Misophonia?
yeah. So it's possible that your wife is misdiagnosed, but she's got like Johnophonia or something.
Grammophobia.
Yeah, she's like can't stand the way that
I'm
you
sure
say
she
things.
has all of the onias that start with John.
Anything. She's
It,
got-
it just
yeah.
comes with it's all onset Jonna something.
No, she calls it Jonia a lot when anything she is. No, but I have misophonia, which is what Tyler's talking about.
Yeah,
I have that to the fucking nth degree.
I sort of do too.
Like someone chewing ice or just eating or just existing or breathing or crumbling into a bag, getting a cheese it out like my kids.
I
They think
like
the
how you
coughing for me.
you slid in just existing,
just existing.
which
Yeah.
probably doesn't fall under the category of whatever this fucking made up thing that you're talking about.
Just making
is.
existing sounds like breathing or blinking
Yeah.
or fucking fingernails growing.
You know,
Anything that I can
when
hear.
somebody's chewing or slurping or
Yeah.
existing, I just can't even deal with it.
I stand by that. I double down, dude.
It's the coughing for me. Like I used to work in an office. I used to work at an office, and you're like guys constantly clearing their throats, and it's not they're not sick. It's like they just need a cough drop or something. It's just like
Yeah.
constant.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man.
Well, everyone has
That's a big
something
one.
that they do, like the throat clear. They don't even know they're doing it. Like
Yeah.
it's like a
Bless
tick
their
at
hearts,
some
they should
point.
stop.
Yeah.
But you have but misophonia, if you look it up, I've done a deep dive because I suffer from it. Like you have uncontrollable rage. It's not like, God dang, you're kind of annoying me, bro. It's like, motherfucker, shut the fuck up. You know, God damn it, man. If you eat one more cheese out of there, I'm gonna fuck you up. And my son's like, Dad, what the hell? Or my
What is the disease for those that suffer from being around you from your misophonia?
misophonia. Root word
That's called
Misophonia.
trauma. That's called
Yeah.
trauma, actually. So
Yeah, I give trauma to pretty much anyone I'm around with when it comes. If you're sitting there in dead silence, we have no problem. But as soon as you blink or chew or
but you're very self-aware. I mean, I got to give it to you. You're really self-aware. Like you know the condition that you have, and it's you can't change yourself. I mean, you are who you are.
I think that's something you could change. I don't think we're dealing with a genetic disorder here.
hey, but let me read this quick.
You
little
could just
thing
chill
here.
out a little bit.
This
so.
is I just looked it up. This is a quick little thing.
Sure.
Misophonia is a neurological condition where specific sounds, often from human actions like chewing, breathing, tapping, trigger intense negative emotional or physiological reactions, anger, disgust, fight or flight. It's on, man. Like,
Is this a?
Hey,
is
it
this on the
sounds like a
spectrum?
really good defense for your next trial. But right now, I think it's a bullshit ass thing that you just made up because you read it and now you say you have it. Really, you just need to chill the fuck out.
If you hear that I murdered someone, your first question should be, were they eating around him?
Yeah.
And if that
Fucking
answers yes, I was
mesophoma
guilty.
again. Here we
Phonia.
go. Another Mesopotamia fucking murder.
Mesopotamia murder.
We got to close this segment.
John Jargon Jamboree, talking wild.
You got two. You got a bumper and a closer.
Dude, look at Mark, dude. He does like
on,
us,
dude.
Tyler.
And then we're sliding right into
Mark's Movie Minute, talk hard and listen loud.
get out of here. Now, because of the Nug, I feel like I got a preference or a preface if I'm saying a movie. This is the movie I'm about to give you is a perfect Merry Christmas Eve movie for adults and kids that you find to be of appropriate age. It is a fun movie. We watch it every year. This is not a good movie, right? This is not a Rotten Tomatoes 90. This is just a fun movie. Maybe you've seen it. I want to have the cast for you. So I had it pulled up here. But you got Seth Rogen. You got Anthony Mackie. That's who I needed to remember. Anthony Mackie,
okay.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. The dude, if I can never remember this dude's name, I'm gonna look him up too. You'd know him if you saw him. He talks like this, and he's kind of like he acts kind of weird sometimes.
Oh yeah.
You're in that movie?
Whatever. I can't. Michael Shannon. Anyways, great cast. Mindy Kaling, Miley frickin' Cyrus comes in like a goddamn wrecking ball in this movie. There's a I think I'm not a old school Christmas movie, but what is the movie where you get visited by present, past, and
The Christmas Carol.
Christmas
So
Carol.
it's,
Scrooged.
it's a take on that. So you got three long-time buddies. Every year, the night before Christmas, they get together and they go to Rockefeller Center. They do a whole little party thing, but now they're in their 30s. One of them's got a baby on the way, and this is going to be their last hurrah. And then they go through the 12 stages of Christmas, but they do every drug in the book. It is a fun, just pop a top, get lubed up, and wait for some laughs. Don't hold it too seriously within your hearts. And it is called The Night
No,
Before.
oh, I was gonna guess.
Oh, I didn't know, man. You didn't fucking. You're supposed to just chime in when you know, bro.
I was gonna
It's
say
like
the night after.
Well, that would there. It does end the night after,
Oh, okay.
but they still titled the movie The Night Before because that's where you spend most of your
Viewing pleasure.
adventure. Yeah.
I have never heard of that movie. I thought you were talking about the movie where Joseph Gordon-Levitt gets cancer, and Seth
50-50.
50-50, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I
No,
remember you
because-
said Christmas movie.
Although that is up there for one of my favorite Christmas movies, there's not enough Christmas happening in the cancer movie.
Kind of like Die Hard.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, it's up there. I do so recommend it. Anyways, this is a fun movie, Nugs. If you like having fun, give it a watch. Just
Okay.
don't take it too seriously. It's a movie to have a little jiggle and a little jolly and a little
Hallelujah! Holy shit!
you know what I mean?
Hey, but you hedged earlier about the Rotten Tomatoes score, and it actually has a pretty good Rotten Tomatoes score. So we believe.
But it's
you.
not. We're not talking Academy Award here. We're not. The movie is a fun.
We've already
raunchy
established
comedy.
that means
Yeah, yeah.
nothing. We already established
gotta-
that means nothing.
Seth Rogen's not going to give a breathless speech at the fucking Golden Globes. About...
He has a scene in the limo. I won't give too much away, but he's just got a drug scene that I'll pull as a clip for the next one, and it is around the chickadee check yourself before you wreck yourself. It is hilarious. But we watch. I mean, we're probably like 7-8 years in a row. Every Christmas Eve, we watch it.
So
Nice.
is Jess a big movie buff like you? Like you guys have a whole gamut that you run.
Yeah, she's. I mean, she is now, but she's also a good partner in the sense that I am, and she's come aboard. So chameleon of sorts. But she took the horror genre into another level. Like we weren't allowed to watch non-horror movies for like a year, dude. So I mean, most of our like, and that'll start for Christmas. We have a big list of Christmas horror, which I was gonna recommend, but I didn't want to, I didn't want to upset people.
No.
This podcast. I mean, we're only on our first season. I mean, we just signed that big deal. I guess cat's out of the bag. We just signed that big 20-year deal with Sirius Viacom XM WGWZ or whatever, But
I didn't think we were gonna let people.
so
know
I have
yet,
so
but
many
okay.
years of Christmases to share so many different types of movies.
Fair.
But if
can't
you
let
are
the
looking
Christmas
for a
horrors out of the
Christmas
bag.
horror, hit me up. I got a girl named Claire. She's
Yeah.
a good Christmas horror.
Christmas horse, yeah.
That
You're
concludes.
looking for Christmas horrors. Okay.
And then because of time, we got to roll right in. So you got to pick between these two. Okay. I got to find them. My board is filled, dude. I think this is the one I like.
It's time for love, hate.
Okay. It's a
Was
little
that
more up. It's more
dark?
up my alley.
Undertaker? Is that like Paul Bear?
It was an AI taker.
Oh.
And then this one you guys will probably like. It's a little longer though.
It's time for love, hate.
God, that's a tough choice.
Wow.
I think this one just coming up all of a sudden without me announcing it lets you know.
Yeah, I do like that. Yeah.
I like that one, yeah.
I like the Bill and Ted like thing going on,
Yeah.
dude, but the bells.
Time for love, hate.
Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
So we got a week to figure it out. Nonetheless,
Love it.
love, hate. Did you guys hear that?
What?
Love, hate.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Who's gonna
man.
who's gonna love and who's gonna hate?
I'll go first.
Go ahead, Tyler.
So I got a package today, as you do this time of year, and had a little sticker on the outside, and it said, "If you appreciate this delivery, tip your driver." And it was from Amazon, and you can tell Alexa, blah blah blah.
Tip your
That
Amazon
said,
driver?
yeah. That said, I appreciate how hard those guys are working. I see him hustling. I'm outside all day. I see him, right? Tough time of year. That said, I'm probably not going to give him a tip, but I might give him
shit, dude.
something that's like more tangible, right? Like if I see the dude that comes
orange.
through, maybe give him a beer or something, like a bottle of booze or something. UPS guy for sure. He's a local. He loves everybody.
You tip them there. Don't give them this app. Do they even get it? You don't even know.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, so
Yeah.
I would rather give them something, hand them something. But the problem is, I feel like Bezos is like watching over them like this weird overlord who's going to like, take it from them or like get them fired
Yeah.
if I give them like a bottle of booze or something. They probably, who knows? But I appreciate
That's
that.
tough though
I
too,
love
because
that.
Amazon your driver's different. Probably every.
True.
I mean,
I
get
just
8
love the
Amazon
spirit
drivers
of
a
it.
day. Yeah.
Yeah, I just love the spirit of it. It's like,
I would
okay,
have
well,
thought that
these-
was a hate. That would have been a hate for me, dude. But
You,
you
well,
loved it.
I always toe the line between one side or another. I'm kind of a yeah, shaking hands, kissing babies. And my hate, I'll roll right into it for the sake of time, is that people that have to work on Christmas, actual Christmas, things that are open, like fucking fast food places or like shit like that, like everything should just be closed on Christmas. Maybe a grocery store, I get that. But like non-essential stuff like a fucking Wendy's or something, close that shit. They don't need to be open. Let the people enjoy their families.
I back that.
Yeah.
But
Because
what
I've
if
seen a
your
lot of
family
stuff,
wants
we're-
to go to Wendy's?
No, but I've seen a lot of stuff that's like, oh, we're open on Christmas. And you're like, why? Why
We're a big
is
Taco
the
Bell family on Christmas? So.
why is
can see
Taco
that.
Bell open on Christmas,
But
Well,
what if those people want to work because they need another shift?
Hey, listen, more power to them. I just feel like, yeah, you're right. That's devil's advocate. Yeah.
so
They get
let's
time and a half.
let's propose a union for everything that's going to be open, or a voting system, and the public also gets the vote.
Yeah. So oftentimes they'll be like hey man, we're gonna run a skeleton crew. If anyone and people are like trying to get the holidays because they,
Yeah.
like when I was in the Coast Guard, I lived far away from home often, and sometimes I couldn't make it home for Christmas, so we didn't get paid double time and a half or anything, but they would often make me because I was kind of like a geo fucking. I didn't have anything.
No, you were J-O-W.
I was J-O-W. Jow, man. It's a jowy kind of Christmas. No, but I'm with you, Tyler. Ultimately, I was just trying to play the other side. I get it. That is ridiculous. Who gives a fuck if Wendy's is open on Christmas? Open a movie theater for our Jewish brethren, you know? Or,
Fair.
That was the only thing I was going to say. The religions that aren't celebrating that day.
yeah.
It's a little selfish of you, Tyler. But
Yeah,
whatever. I
Tyler,
mean,
God, man.
you want to pray to baby Jesus and make that your thing. That's great. But not everybody does pray to baby
Well,
Jesus.
I understand that it's Jesus' birthday, but I don't celebrate it that way. I celebrate it as like it should be a day off because, you know,
Fair.
So
That's
you
all.
celebrate a holiday from work.
yeah. Well, I'm on a permanent holiday from work. Let's be clear.
Let's be clear.
For now.
All right, John, let's hear
Not
it.
after that religious rant.
Yeah. Right.
Jesus. I didn't realize he was such a right-wing religious nut.
Wacko.
You didn't tell me that, John.
Well, I didn't realize that till today, but what is it, my turn?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay. I don't have any, but off the top of my head, I don't know if you guys notice I don't prepare a lot for stuff.
Yeah, no, I've actually noticed that. Yeah, so good
I'm
job.
not what you would call a preparer of
You're right.
things of sorts.
Yeah.
But I did have a post this week. I don't know if you guys saw it, and it was about my Norwegian heritage. And
I don't know.
all it was, I have a few like Norwegian things around the shop. I have a flag right there.
Yeah.
You guys look, and that kind of stuff's all over my house. And I get asked. I mean, it's not every day, but I get asked quite a bit by people like, "Oh, are you Norwegian or are you blah blah blah?" So I'm sitting in the shop the other day and I see all this stuff, and I was like, "I'm just gonna make a post." I didn't have anything to post. I was like, "I'm just gonna put this up." So I was like, "I'm not Norwegian," to answer your question, but my grandma was, or she was born here, but she's 100% Norwegian. That's how I put it. I should have said by blood, I guess. She was born here. She's American. And my wife's grandpa, same thing. He was born here as an American, but he was 100% Norwegian. If he did Ancestry, it would be 100% Norwegian type thing.
Wow.
It's a homogenous society over there in Scandinavia, especially. So, anyways, I put this post up, and they fucking, all these Norwegian trolls, which is kind of right on par, you know, but they come and they're like, "No, you're not Norwegian. You're American." And I was like, I know, motherfuckers. That's what literally the first word out of my mouth is, "No, I'm not Norwegian."
Yeah.
But they kept going down this crazy, most of them were very kind and we accept you and blah, blah, blah. My whole point is,
And we accept you.
and I was like, "Thank you." And then I was like, "Let me get a pen." And they're all, "Pen? We do not accept." No, but I,
John's Jargon Jamboree, talking wild.
so anyways, all this brought up this. I realized, because they're like, "Why do Americans always sell? Why are you guys always like, I'm Irish, I'm German, I'm Norwegian, whatever?" And I realized this is obvious, but it's like, because we are a very unique country, with being the land of immigrants. If you're Caucasian in America, you came from, I mean, you said your gal's native, Mark.
Yeah.
So she has lineage to the land. You know, that's a good thing. But
the only ones.
But the only ones. But
Yeah.
I can only speak for like white Americans, but we have come from our European ancestors, and a lot of those immigrants passed down these things, as my grandma did, to their next generations. And
Yeah.
that's why we have stuff around the house of, not everyone, dude, but we do, like, of Norwegian stuff.
Well, I don't know if you've been watching the news lately, but that's not cool anymore, buddy.
I know. That kind of leads into that a little bit too.
So maybe these people were actually looking out for you when they're like, "Yo, John, dude, you're just an American. Don't be going out there saying anything, man. We want to keep you."
There were definitely some comments
So,
of that, man.
I think it has to do with also is that, like, relatively speaking, the United States is super young,
yes,
right? Like, we're a super young country compared to like places in Europe. Like, hundreds and hundreds of years. We've been around for, 250 years, whatever it is, like thousands of years, whatever, let's call it that, in Europe, right? Maybe we just like identify with other places. We don't really have, plus we have like so many different cultures here. We're not just one small culture. We're not a place like the size of, Arizona. We're a place the size of, this entire landmass too. So,
well, and like minus the news, it's like a natural thing for humans to want to distinguish themselves and separate themselves from other people. It's just like, oh, I'm from Chicago. I'm not from this part of Chicago. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just natural. So like being able to do nothing other than like learn your ancestry and then go like, oh, but I'm whatever. I mean, you guys were around when like it was the coolest thing in the world to be an Italian, like, and everybody was Italian all of a sudden and they all got their Italian horns. But they're born in a suburb of some place they don't, but now they're Italian, and now we get to call them Dagos, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but it was just like a bunch of white people. How am I different than you? I got to be different than you. But now we're all the same. And that's what's important because America is America. And I stand proud.
But like, what do they expect? These immigrants are they go across, like, they're like, we have immigrants here too. I'm like, yeah, from like fucking Sweden. And like the other side of fucking the Baltic Sea, they had to cross an entire ocean. And like the Norwegian people moved to Minnesota and South Dakota because the climates matched up. They didn't move to sunny California and fucking Florida and shit. Like they're holding on to their shit and they're passing it on to their kids and grandkids and shit. And that's what has happened. But they didn't see that, And that was kind of frustrating. Not frustrating, but eye opening, I guess. But
The best is when people that have like identified, let's say they feel like they're Irish and they've been Irish their whole life and they identify with it. And then they do like a 23andMe and it's like, oh, you're
English.
Actually not, you're actually German. You're like,
yes.
Oh, well,
That's it.
Exactly.
I have a buddy that happened with the Italian thing. And this motherfucker was Sicilian. And I won't say anything more, but he found out he was a majority of something he did not want to be. And that's all I'll say.
Oh no! Don't say
very, very little Sicilian, if any, if I'm not mistaken. But he was something that wasn't even on the radar, and he did not want to be that.
So anyways, it was more of a frustration, but I'll call it a hate. And then I'll just say I love being Norwegian, dude, by blood, I'm American. If anyone's hearing this, I'm American. I get it. But as was my grandma, but I like clinging on to that kind of stuff, and I don't live my whole life. I don't wake up in the morning and go, hoo, hundra, hooty, hoo, and say my little fucking prayer, but
I hope.
But I might throw a little flag up and just like on a little lane yap on the fucking wall and go, yeah, fucking my grandma was Norwegian, I loved it. So anyways,
I love it for you.
I'm hating it. I say that every time that song comes on, dude, because I come in hot, I plateau, and then I end fucking pissed again. That fucking my.
Come on, players, stop hating. Stop hating.
Go ahead, Mark. Bring us home, dude.
I'm gonna open with hate so we can finish with love, and I'll pre-apologize if this is something that you guys are into, but I hate motivational quotes, and
yeah, I'm very motivational quote heavy.
Are you?
No,
and I'm more speaking about the daily motivational quotes. I'm not saying like the Rocky Five. It's not about how hard you can get hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep getting back up. Like that's a scene that sticks with me, and I'll reference it in my brain sometimes. But it's the daily motivational quote, not the fucking cat hanging. That says hang in there. Just like the deep, like whatever. Like, what is wrong with your psyche that you can't keep it together for a fucking 24-hour period where you constantly need to be motivated and you constantly need this new like fire lit under your ass, and it's just because of these 10 words that you pulled off on this app that you subscribe to, because that's how weak you are. You can't get through the day, and I apologize again if this is any of you, but you'll see people repost their fucking motivational quote for the day, and I just want to be like, dude, you fucking get it together. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't be this weak.
You can act like a man.
Is
I'm
all I'm
deleting
saying.
my app
mean-
real quick. Hold on. Sorry.
And I'm not saying you can't be motivated from time to time, and I'm not saying there aren't times when someone gets down and then the right quote hits them at the right time and it puts things into perspective. I'm saying subscribing to the fact that you need a motivational quote often. You know, I'm not seeking them out. Sometimes they happen, but you're getting a motivational quote before you even thought you need it, and then you read it and you go, oh, my life just got so much fucking better. I was so down today. I was down yesterday, and I'm gonna be down tomorrow. Thank God I get an alert on my phone to tell me to keep my fucking head up, because the roads are lighter when it's dark, and the darker road is lighter when it's fucking raining, and when it rains, it fucking pours. But that doesn't mean I can't buy an umbrella. You know, like.
So I get what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Oh, there goes my microphone. And
You got hate in your heart. Let it out, man.
We
You
can
should
hear
maybe-
you.
Oh, we totally
No,
lost you,
he's
Tyler. Can you
gone.
hear us?
Tyler's gone. Did you mute?
muted.
Yeah, you fucking- don't
So I
touch
think
your
I think
mic,
my
dude.
biggest problem is when people think like, oh, I'm gonna take that quote and I'm gonna put it on the wall because everybody that comes in my house wants to see, like, you know, the majestic lake with some weird quote like "live, laugh,
Yeah,
love" or
dude.
something. You know, like I get that, you know, but
I think
Some
Tyler.
people like
I hope
the
you don't get
affirmation, I
the.
guess.
I hope you don't get the app, the daily app. But, anyways,
yeah.
I hate it. It makes me have metadysphoria, the same thing that John has. I have
Metadysphoria.
I have that if I hear your fucking motivational fucking quote, you know, like, just be fucking strong, dude. Here's a motivation. Act like a fucking adult and just get through the fucking day, dude. All you gotta do is get through it. You know what I mean? Christ on a stick. But let's end happy here. You know, my I was trying to think of loves, and you know what my love is? I love that we're doing
Motivational quote.
love hates, because I actually spend time now thinking about things that I love. And I don't normally do that as a human being. That said, it's rather depressing at the same time, because I'm realizing I don't really love a lot of stuff. But I am learning to appreciate things that I would not normally appreciate, I guess. I couldn't find any for this week. I do like that I'm thinking about stuff that I like as opposed to stuff that I hate.
Sure.
Wow, man. Wow.
Yeah. That's
I'm loving it.
that's
That's the most cynical love ever, I think.
We should just do hate, dude. I think
Yeah.
we'd have a way better
Screw
chance.
the love.
where is the love?
I don't love fucking anything, man.
All right, well, to all our hard-ons, Merry freaking Christmas, and a happy.
And a fucked up New Year.
They'll hear from us before the new year, right? Happy New Year. Well, so no Happy New Year's. Fuck your New Year so far. Hope you have a great Christmas.
Thank you.
Hallelujah! Holy shit!
Rock stars in the living room and living life as shameless. I never wanted to be famous.